This is the last time I'm going to be able to talk about the Transformers 40th Anniversary Trading Card Series over on Kickstarter. This is the last week. It is fully funded, it's happening, but you want to make sure to sign up so you don't miss out on these awesome cards. So it's a 110 card base set. It's based on Gen 1 artwork. You can get a box of 24 packs, which have 10 cards in each, which will guarantee you that base set. They do have rainbow foil parallels to the base set, plus a ton of inserts. You can get sketch cards, creator cards, signed cards, connecting cards, and more. If you want to ensure that you get some of those inserts, you can go for the deluxe ultra premium mini box / foil pack, which guarantees you 2 of those sketch cards, signed card, line art card, and connecting art cover. They got that dope binder. You can bundle that with the box of cards. So many options. Check out the Kickstarter, support Dynamite and Transformers by backing the project today. What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to take a look at the art of Deadpool and Wolverine, the slipcase hardcover from Marvel Comics. I've actually never done a video on one of these books. I remember seeing them going to Tate's Comics back in South Florida around the time when we were in Phase 1. I remember seeing the art of Iron Man, maybe the first Avengers, and I remember thinking, man, those would be pretty cool to own. Has a lot of concept art and sketches. I'd never pulled the trigger on them, and I ended up getting some other movie ones later on that I just never really knew what to do with them. Like, here's the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I didn't do a video on it. A lot of these I ended up just using as giveaways. But then I saw this one, Deadpool and Wolverine. I love the movie, and this one is the first one that I've seen so far that is in a hardcover slipcase. So we'll do a quick comparison to GOTG 3, and then we'll do a overview of the art of Deadpool and Wolverine, which comes out next week, October 30th. All right, so they've done these art books for movies and shows. I know a few people in our live streams were saying that the X-Men 97 one was a super dope art book as well. So here's the comparison to Guardians Volume 3. Obviously, Deadpool and Wolverine is bigger with the slipcase. And yeah, like I said, like I get these in, man. The Marvels, here's Quantumania. Let me know if you guys want to see any videos on the other art of the MCU books. But for now, we'll take a look at the slipcase here. Wolverine versus Deadpool. Here we have the spine of the art book. And it's like kind of like a wraparound slipcase. So you have the Fox characters with X-23, Gambit, Blade, and of course Elektra. And then you have Cassandra Nova. I was drawing a blank on the name. And then you have the spine of the actual book, and you can see where the slipcase is thicker. So Cassandra Nova, Professor X's twin sister who tried to kill him at birth. What is that, like a new X-Men storyline or one of those? All right, so it does come with some of these. Before we do that, just so you can see now, the book is the same size, so you can line it up with those other art of books if that's what you're collecting. So before we get into that, we'll open this up. I think it's like 5 lithographs. So pretty cool artwork. I think some of this stuff looks better than what we got in the actual movie. But here we have Deadpool with the Fox characters. Look, we didn't even get Daredevil, Ghost Rider, Elektra. Who else is in here? You got Wolverine here, obviously. Blade was always planned. Lady Deadpool. This little Deadpool's got lightsabers. Human Torch. So that's a pretty cool lithograph. Damn, it's a shame we didn't get Ghost Rider or Daredevil. I thought we would have definitely got Ben Affleck Daredevil. And what's funny is I don't think Gambit was in that picture, so maybe they had to change him out for Gambit. Here's another Hugh and Ryan. Very funny opening scene with the adamantium skeleton. The things he was doing with that skeleton, disrespectful. Here we are trying to recruit one of the Wolverines at the bar. Pretty cool. And then here's the last one, another fight scene. Got a baby Deadpool, Headpool, bunch of Deadpools, Wolverine. So I guess this is the scene from the 3rd act. So this book actually retails more than the regular books, which I guess makes sense with the slipcase, but retails $100. It looks like the regular ones retail $60, but you do have a nice wraparound. I don't even think it's going to fit on camera. Oh, maybe. Close. Wraparound hardcover on these wider, more horizontal type of books. First time we're ever getting a true Wolverine costume in the movies. Once again, the spine. Oh man, am I gonna have to zoom out for this? No, we're pretty good. All right, so this is what we're getting here. You got the Wolverine claws going through the Deadpool logo. The introduction here, kind of pixelated on this picture. I don't know why they use that, but this is fighting Wolverine in the void. This is very cool. This is definitely like an art inspired. Who was the artist here? Maybe we'll see the name. It looks like Park, but I can't place it off the top of my head. Then the kind of table of contents with this TVA vibe is pretty cool. A foreword by director Sean Levy. There he is on set with Hugh and Ryan. I'm surprised not a picture of them with Taylor Swift, making us think she was going to be in the movie. Here is an introduction, nice concept art of Wolverine fighting Deadpool. Then we get into Marvel Jesus. So I, for one, liked the TVA inclusion here. It felt like it paid off having watched Loki season 1 and 2, which I did like. Here is Deadpool, some more kind of costume designs. Rob Liefeld, New Mutants 98, Deadpool. This is super cool to see. So you kind of get to see like how they add the battle damage to him as he goes along. And then we have these different costumes, the all blacked out version, Uncanny X-Force versions, the yellow and blue versions. So pretty cool to see all these different designs. Straight superhero Iron Man MCU version. I think this one could have used even more pouches. So a damn X-Force Liefeld version. Look at the detail on the bottom of the swords. That's cool. And all the details on the guns. So Deadpool with his array of weapons. Then you have Mr. Paradox. Like, oh yeah, this guy was in the movie. Always dug the aesthetic of the TVA. Check this out. Alex Ross Avengers. Deadpool inserting himself into Silver Age Avengers comics. Yeah, so the TVA had a very retro vibe to it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like the payoff. Like you watch these shows because you want to see the Easter eggs translate over to the movies. B-15, she was in the movie. The best there is. So here you go, that nice scene with Deadpool and the adamantium, kind of storyboarding it and sketching it out. How he's going to be using his limbs and such. Oh, look at this. So, comic accurate version of Wolverine. I was never a fan of super short, stubby, hairy Wolverine. I know that's like the true Wolverine, but I was never a fan of that. So here's the concept art for the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. That was such a dope Easter egg to me. I was a big fan of that. You gotta love Patch. I thought Patch was going to be a totally different actor, but it was just Hugh. Mr. Fix-It. They should have had Mr. Fix-It, bro. That would have been crazy. Here's your Henry Cavill Wolverine. That was a nice Easter egg. Old Man Logan. Iconic Mark Silvestri, Uncanny X-Men 251. Yo, so iconic to put this in the movie, man. And they did it even bigger and better, I feel like, than the comic too. Like, just how they kind of like zoomed out and you see that whole scene. And they did give us Wolverine vs. Hulk. They recreated the Hulk 340 cover with the brown and tan Wolverine. Love that. Man, why couldn't we have just gotten this from the jump with comic book movies? They thought they couldn't just stick to the source material when that's what we wanted the most, man. Yeah, here's Hulk 340, Todd McFarlane. Man, I think this was my favorite cameo. I don't know, that one or Age of Apocalypse. But not only did we get Wolverine in true costume for the first time. Thankfully, not this costume. Whole 180, 181, 182 vibes. Damn, this would have been a good cameo too. Feral 90s Wolverine, Bone Claws, Weapon X. What was I saying now? I don't even remember. Oh, what was that? Weapon. They made a Wolverine Hulk character recently. I don't remember. But yeah, not only did we get a true blue and yellow Wolverine, we also got all the cameos, including the brown and tan. So here's Wolverine concept art. Yeah, these books are hella fun, man. If you're a big fan of the movie, I would say seeing the mask from all different angles. That looks great, man. Great concept art. I can see collecting all these and like having every MCU movie art book on the shelf would be pretty cool. The only thing you'd have to like put them by themselves because they're deeper than your typical like hardcover. Into the Void. So let's take a look at the Void. You have Wolverine fighting Deadpool, recreating iconic comic book covers. What is that? Wolverine 88 cover. Man, at first I thought, I mean, I knew, you know, they could be bringing Human Torch into it, but I kind of thought, oh, they're going to give us a version of Cap right now, a Nomad version of Cap. And then he pulled off that cloak, and it was Johnny Storm, yo. So here's our Mad Max. Is that the Fantastic car? It looks like the yeah, it is. Fantastic car. Like that Ant-Man thing. That was also kind of like an Old Man Logan nod. Cassandra Nova was kind of cool for comic book fans, but I think you were really watching this movie for Deadpool and Wolverine, and like the paradox, and even the Cassandra Novas was just kind of like, I guess we got to put some kind of plot and villain in here, but it was a cool nod. I would have rather Professor X, but obviously the character, I mean, he's very old now, the actor. We had him in Logan. I don't know. That was kind of tough. Look at the Sentinel here. So Cassandra Nova, I mean, I actually do think that was kind of a dope nod for comic book fans. Here's Fox X-Men. So is this supposed to be the Blob, Toad, Pyro? Then you have Sabretooth. Who is this guy again? He was from X-Men First Class. That's right. Azazel. He was like a Nightcrawler type character. All right, so you have the Lady Deathstrike, Psylocke. Oh, yeah, I remember these mutants. Fox-era mutants. Oh, Bullseye, Juggernaut. Funny concepts. I like how realistic the concept art is. Like, you really get an idea of what it's going to look like. Nice Pool was funny. Dogpool stole the show. Everybody loves Dogpool. This is setting up the crew, and then yet we got Jennifer Gardner reprising her role as Elektra. I don't know, I kind of felt like Ben Affleck Daredevil would have been a way better bet. Wesley Snipes Blade was super dope. That was cool, man. And he's over here saying like inappropriate 90s slang terms that you're not supposed to say in 2024, but he says it anyway. And then the kind of Easter egg of him not getting along with Ryan Reynolds. I guess there were rumors that they didn't during Blade Trinity. And then you have Channing Tatum Gambit. See, like, he looks super slim in the concept art, but he wasn't really looking too slim in the movie, which was a shame. Pretty cool cards, the bow staff, retractable stuff. Laura Kinney, X-23, Daphne Keane. We kind of had rumors she was going to reprise her role, so that was kind of nice. Final battle versus Cassandra Nova at the end. You got the Void here with, what was this thing's name again? Elias. That's right, Elias. Yeah, so if you didn't see Loki 1 and 2, I wonder how much of this was like, what's going on? What is this Void? Where are they? Or maybe it was easy to piece that together. So very cool concept art for the Deadpool Corps. This is what we saw in the lithograph. Lady Deadpool, which was portrayed by Blake Lively, right? Ryan Reynolds' wife. Here's a couple different concepts of her. Headpool. Kidpool. Just a bunch of ridiculousness. Bunch of different versions of Deadpool. Galactus kind of version. Cosplay Galactus. A Wolverine version. That's pretty cool. Like a punk version. Pirate version. Yeah, the end was kind of just silly with all the different versions. You got Peter. Everybody loves Peter. This looks like, is this a shot from the movie? No, this is just like a concept. They're all concept. So none of this has actual shots or anything from the movie, it doesn't seem. Seems to all be concept stuff, which is cool. I guess they have to come up with all this stuff for the movie, so Marvel's like, man, we should publish a book for this. Afterward by Andy Park. Okay, so that's the artist, Andy Park. I knew we would see his name somewhere. Creator biographies, and that's including the director and producers, artist credits. Very cool. We got Peter with the Deadpools, some acknowledgments. Alex Ross. Tell me you give, yeah, Mark Silvestri. Rob Liefeld should get an acknowledgement here. He sure does. Todd McFarlane. Very cool art book. I had a feeling I would like this one because I just was a fan of the movie. I watched every Fox movie as it came out, all the Marvel movies. Let me know what you guys think about the art of Deadpool and Wolverine. Do you collect these hardcovers at all? Are you adding this to the collection on October 30th? Thanks for watching. Sound off in the comments. Stay minty fresh. Peace.